Hey, what's up friends? Simon here with Backland. Today we are installing the OX series trail lockers that's right here on my left. You'll see how they are made, the quality products that we use, such as the dust cover, the latches that we use, and you're going to be able to follow along the entire installation and see how easily they can be added to your van. So, all right, let's do it. First step is make sure we have the right trail locker for your van. 2 doors is for the 170 wheelbase vans. The 1 door is for the 144. If you turn it over like this here, you'll see that it says 19 plus, and that's for 2019 and newer vans. The van we have in the shop today is a 2024, so this is the one we're going to be installing. And if it says 07 to 18, well, you guessed it, it's for the 2007 to 2018 vans. They come assembled, just like this one here. What you're going to have to do is just take it apart, like what I've done here. So I have removed the doors, hinges together, and same thing here. And I've separated the inner frame from the outside frame, put my hardware away. You will notice that it's got studs at the back here, so we don't have any fasteners going through the frame for a cleaner look. That's one thing that was really important to me when we've designed this thing. The thicker part of the locker is the one that goes towards the front of the van. So this is a driver's side locker that I have in front of me here. So I've taken the doors off. I'm ready to take the inner frame, and this is what we're going to use as a template to know where to drill our holes and what to cut. The measurements are very simple. I'm grabbing a measuring tape, getting it in the groove here, and I'm measuring 1.5 inches from the edge, and this is where we're going to use our template. Now I have my drill and my screw ready to go, and I'm going to line up the frame with that little paint that I've done at the back here. And what I'm looking for is roughly 3/4 inch from the plastic cladding to the top of the frame. And right now I'm going to go ahead and just drill the first one in place, and the second self-tapper that we're giving you in the kit, I will use it to make sure it's in the right spot. So right now it looks really good. I'm going to double check with the measuring tape, and I'm ready to insert the second self-tapper in place, and that's going to hold my frame securely. Now that I have my frame secured in place with my 2 screws here, I'm going to go ahead, take my paint pen and just mark the location of the holes. Grab a drill and drill small holes through the hinge holes. That's important too. Now all my holes are marked with the paint pen, and I have marked also the location of the hinge holes with the drill bit. I can remove the frame. With the smaller drill bit, I'm going to make some pilot holes. This is not a hole to be drilled, but this one I should have made a line here, so I'll know for next time. Now I have a 5/16 drill bit, and this is what I'm going to use to drill the final hole size. Done with the drilling part, so all the holes are drilled here for the studs, and also I have drilled the hinge holes as the bolts are going to go through the hinge and through the van at the same time to squeeze everything nice and tight together. Time to mark where we're going to cut. So right now I'm going to be linking all these holes together with like a straight edge, nothing fancy, and then down here, and this is where we're going to cut. So, and right here I'm going to go straight line and just go a little bit over the hinge, and then from there keep going straight to the middle of the stud hole. Same thing here, and then a bit over like that, straight line over the hinge holes. Basically what I'm doing is just marking from the middle of my stud holes to the middle of the other stud hole, so kind of looks like that. And this is all the metal that we're going to be removing. Just about to start cutting the van here. There's many tools you could use to do that. A jigsaw could work. Just be careful as you get to this area, as we have a cross member here. The blade might will probably touch it, and you want to be careful with that. A grinder could do. A grinder, I found, it make a lot of dust, but we have this air powered sawzall here that body shops are using, and this is what we prefer to cut the sheet metal. Anyway, it's up to you, but let's get to it. Now that I have blown all the dust that I could off this cavity here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some acetone, or a brake cleaner would work just fine, maybe like this bottle that we have here, and I'm going to clean the inside just because it's got that waxy residue, and we're about to spray some spray-on kind of truck bed liner product, and I'd like to clean the wax before, so there's more chances of our product sticking to that wax on the inside. Now that I have cleaned the inside of the box here with acetone, it feels kind of dry, and I feel confident that I can spray some black bed liner inside here. So this is the kind of stuff you can find at the hardware store. We also sell this on the website, but I found that anything works for you. So no matter if your local hardware store has something similar to this, it will work. What to look for is just something that dries kind of quickly. It will speed up the process. So this stuff kind of dries in about 20 minutes. And then you can touch, and it won't stick to your fingers. So right now I'm going to go ahead and just spray everywhere. Obviously I'm going to put a bit more material at the bottom here, where the things we're going to put in the future in that little box will stay in there. So yeah, this is the part that will go inside the box. This is the part that goes outside the box. So right now I'm going to take this thing and put some black polyurethane glue all around the edge, and this one will get inside, and then we're going to fasten these two together. Bond and seal, it's a polyurethane adhesive in black. We sell it on the website, but you're free to use a product that is similar. I would not recommend use silicone because it's just too messy to clean. So a polyurethane cleans really nicely with acetone or even brake cleaner, and that's why I recommend. So now what I'm looking at is doing a small bead all along that edge, because we want to really seal the metal of the van between two beads of that glue. That way you will never have any rust. So before spraying the bed liner in there, I should have done a dry fit. I didn't do it, but it's working perfectly, so I got lucky here, but I recommend you do it. This van has been sprayed with Indy protective coating, as you can see here. So that's going to be a little bit different. Your van is just on paint. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use duct tape. That's the only thing that really sticks to that texture. If it's on paint, I recommend you just use normal masking tape to go around the frame. And that's just going to be to contain the polyurethane that will ooze out of the frame. It's going to make it easier to clean. And then once you're done, you can remove the masking tape and just have a really nice clean finish. Inner frame, I'm going to slide that in carefully, and the outer frame. There we go. And I'm going to grab a couple nuts and just thread them in place just to hold everything while I'm getting my tools. Go ahead and start tightening all the nuts on the studs that I have on the inside. Be careful, these studs are there to pull the frame in for the time that the adhesive is doing the work, so you won't have to over tighten them. So basically just watch what I do here and don't over tighten them, because there's always a risk of them snapping. Just snug. I'm ready to put the doors in, and they're gonna help to squeeze the two frames together. I'm tightening the hinges really tight from the inside. And again, it's squeezing the two frames together. Studs are snug. I've tightened the bolts of the hinges, so I'm ready to lock this in place just like that, or close the doors. And at this point, we're going to be working on cleaning our glue that's around the perimeter of the frame. With your trail locker kit, you will have one of these little bags that's basically a weather stripping on the inside that you're gonna have to use and cut and put on that inside lip. Notice that when we close the door here, it's actually sitting on the inner frame and not on the sheet metal of the van. So that's one really nice feature and sets us apart from the other similar product. So right now what I'm gonna do is this, but just before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead with some black polyurethane and seal that inside edge nicely. And after that, I'm gonna apply my tape here. Measure the length of my foam tape and cut with scissors, flush with the frame, so polyurethane is only gonna help to keep it in place. Last part of the installation is done. My foam tape is all around the edge of the doors here, so now I can close my doors. There we go with the latch. Dust cover is on, secured in place, and same thing for that front door here. I can also lock my doors with the keys that's with the kit here, and that's what we're looking for. The OX Series trail lockers, really, they're a great addition to your van. They look clean, they're easy to use, and they're gonna keep your gear organized. I hope you like watching this video, and let's see you on the trails.